round after round.
Yeah.
So, I mean, going into Inferno, maybe they were just like, okay, you know, we're on the CT side. We're going to do it, guys. And then before you know it, Copenhagen Wolves have got 5 rounds on them. And then you're thinking, well, what do we do with our first half now?
Well, look at the start to this round. This is definitely an unorthodox pistol round coming out from HellRaisers, with Doja pushing up so aggressively and then deciding not to and falls back and is actually going to be successful in getting away, though Pip is very low and Simple is going to pick up from the damage that actually Doja did running back. Though Tensky with a good return kill, and now things are starting to look maybe a little bit tricky for HellRaisers, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a mistake there made by Simple, getting a little hungry. I mean, granted, they got the first kill in Lower Dark, so they're thinking, okay, perhaps there's not going to be another guy there. You know, he takes the risk, but still, they could have held on to that man advantage there, HellRaisers. Instead, they do manage to bring it back. But then Kjærby takes it back for Copenhagen Wolves, and it's all going to be down to Markelov now, who's been just lying in wait on this A site. Nearly makes it work perfectly, but Doja's here fast enough through the rotation to be able to stop this plan from happening.
Yeah, well, not a lot Tensky can do. He has to take the fight. He takes
Oh
one, and
my
he takes
God.
both, and that's going to be a quad kill. Tensky again. They almost lined up for him. That should have been a fight that he just should not win.
That's 3 T-side pistol rounds now that Tensky pretty much wins for Copenhagen Wolves. Or at least does some really sick work on it. You know, because Cash maybe not, but Inferno, yes, and this map definitely. On Dust 2 there, Tensky just single-handedly just turned the tide. That should have been a 2-on-1 situation. There's no reason why HellRaisers should lose that.
Kading coming out quite a bit in the scout battle that goes on in the middle. He hits Simple twice and puts him at 10. But, I mean, there was a good headshot going into Kjærby over at long there by Angel. So still some damage exchanged on either side here. 2 scouts on HellRaisers is not really surprising any longer.
No.
That's become kind of a standard thing now, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like they've really been one of those teams to adapt it into their play. Or at least just simulate it. Now, Copenhagen Wolves, I like this play. Just flash out through the mid doors, see if they can catch anybody. HellRaisers are currently playing on the sides, though, so they really want to make Copenhagen Wolves take risks like this. Look left, look right, Pimp. Which way is it going to be? They do get the kills in the end. But still, Pimp getting caught there is pretty decent work for HellRaisers.
Could have definitely worked out a lot better, it feels like. But they're not even going to get that last kill here. Glaive will take down Simple, and they only lose 1 person on the Copenhagen Wolves side, so that's perfectly fine for them.
I like Glaive's creativity with his knife. He's like, Glaive's knife. Just to be perfectly clear,
Did
right?
he rename his knife Glaive's knife?
Yes. It's like those kids that, you know, they were walking around in the park like, this is my bike, and this is my stone, and this is my seesaw, and it's like Glaive, like, this is my knife.
Yeah, so none of the other kids steal it? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Simple charging in here. There's a lot of speed behind this, but, I mean, here's going to be some grenades to follow, and Cadian still goes down. Some sloppy work from Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, some sloppy work and also some clever work there by Simple. The aggression, I'm sure the Copenhagen Wolves were not expecting that, despite the fact that this is still a pistol for HellRaisers.
No, but the second he stopped and they heard him run up there, like, they knew. So that was just really weird. They could have handled that in, like, a whole bunch of different ways. I actually wish, like, I know it would have been sick if Simple had kept pushing and got that kill. That would have been pretty impressive, because that was unlikely that anyone would try and do something so sick, but no.
Just nah, man. I'm wondering, is it going to be the Markelov peekaboo moment again? Simple's the one crouched on the site this time. Markelov currently at mid doors. Kjærby finds Doja, who was lurking on long, so Simple repositions himself. Makes himself a little bit harder to spot.
They definitely hear that movement up on short. Kucha's going to be walking in, but there's a guy coming from behind, which is Tensky, and he's probably going to completely destroy this attempted short push coming out. Kucha is close, though, and he's going to take down Tensky, so AK stolen as well.
Yeah, and we go to the site only to see Simple get obliterated. Now it's just Kucha coming up on short. No reason for him to play it safe here. He's got the AK, sure, but they're going to be buying up in the next round as well. Seems like perhaps he wants to think about backing off, though, or at least make sure that he can't get flanked. Pimp might have heard that drop, though, and Pimp walks right into him. Kucher, no luck there. Well, I was thinking perhaps for a second there if they wanted to save that rifle just to drop it to make sure that somebody's going to get fully equipped. But yeah, instead, they don't go for it. Like, that could have been big there. Kucher could have held on to that AK.
Yeah. I agree. I think that I'm not even sure if that wasn't what he wanted. He just didn't choose the safest route to get out, essentially. So it's a bit of a mistake or a bit of a shame. Cadian not going to be able to catch anyone jumping by, but he does have the AWP. I mean, he won the majority of the fights against Simple on Inferno. I still very seriously question if he can do it on Dust 2. But I'd be impressed if he can. I really would be.
Yeah, Dust 2's a bit of a different beast, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is still, I mean, you have a lot of options for aggressive play, but also it's kind of like the op map, right? Long range opping, mid, long. Cadian now. Seems like he's just going to kind of lurk mid. Instead, just make sure that his teammates can get up onto short fairly quickly. Nobody here from HellRaisers, though. HellRaisers going for a pretty solid 2-on-2 setup.
Yes, they are. Simple doesn't actually have any grenades up here, which is a problem, because generally if you're holding this spot, you want to be able to flashbang yourself, like flash into the wall, and then walk out and pop flash yourself in. He's not going to be able to do that, so actually I'm not a big fan of this position Simple is holding at all. Jump down into the middle from Pimp's going to take down Markolov, and again, Simple can't do a thing up here. He doesn't have any equipment. He's going to take one kill, and then he goes down, and that's just not enough at this point. It's a 3-on-3, though, down on long. Pimp reconnects with a spray on Doja, and he's going to go down, and Angel catches Tensky trying to cross over here, so it's going to be a triple for Pimp. 2-on-2 retake, and that will be all 2-on-1, and that's going to be the end of it. Pimp coming up with a triple, Cadian with a double, and that ends it.
Cadian with the double in one shot.
Yeah.
They line up for him at the end, and he just gets them both with one bullet. What? That's how you end it right there.
With style, right?
Man, Copenhagen Wolves, Cadian in particular, he's getting in there. Oh, just barely shoots a little bit early there. So, free fire coming through, but now Copenhagen Wolves. Nice nade there by Glaive to connect, and it's just a bombardment, actually. They want to make sure that HellRaisers cannot push through Long House to try and get a punish.
Up a dark. Nice move by Tensky, just holding everything here. This is why you want to play your standard setup at the beginning of the round, especially on Dust 2. You really don't want people sneaking by you, and Tensky does a good job. He could have easily gone down to the second player there, but now it's just Doja left. Maybe he's going to be able to find Kirby heading in the corner.
Oh, Cadian getting caught.
They do save the orb. It looked like he was going to try and run the other way. That's 5 rounds in a row here for Copenhagen Wolves, and considering how Dust has been playing out recently, with actually the CT side winning a lot of rounds, this is really good for the Danish team. Now, finally, and I really mean that, finally, Simple has picked up an AWP. I think again it's taken a little bit too long for HellRaisers to do this, but they have it, and they're boosting him up on short.
Yeah, this is cool. Now, this is kind of the kind of HellRaisers opping that we expect to see from Simple. Takes the peek out and just barely misses that shot. Most importantly, though, he does manage to make it out intact. Sick nade, drops him down to 32, down to 6. They tried to double nade him there, and that was so close to working for Copenhagen Wolves. That would have been a sick read.
Yeah, very nicely done. Very frustrating for Simple, obviously. And it even looked like he was pre-firing and had like the perfect angle on that guy coming in from short. It really looked like it was going to work. He's going to jump down. Actually, got to be careful, because if you do it wrong, you can take full damage from it, from falling down there. And you don't want that happening.
I had that moment of like, did he do it? Is he actually going to die? Pull a Pyth?
Now he's repositioned himself over on long with the car here. Not too bad. Hard for him to receive a third grenade in this spot. They're going to have to really calculate that well. Smokes go in, so they want to try and see if they can just not face him with the AWP at all and just make sure he has to move himself. Markolov also in this bomb site. 40 seconds left, and now the Danish team is moving up here. Nice shot from Simple to take down Glaive. Now they're going to fall back a little bit.
Oh, nice return by Kirby, though. Catches Markolov peeking on that A slope. Cadian now going to be taking point here. They do manage to get the plant down, though, and this is really nicely done here by Copenhagen Wolves, taking advantage of that new plant position, planning for catwalk, and now they just have to make sure that they hold on to catwalk at all costs. Tensky down in CT spawn is going to get the drop on Angel, but then Kucher returns instantly on him, and we're back into a 3-on-3. Only problem is that now Simple has to do some big work, and he catches Kirby through the box. Second frag for Simple. He could find the third, and he does! Simple with the quad kill, just walks in and annihilates the defense. Copenhagen Wolves can't even hold on. What? Oh, okay. He's just making sure that his teammate Doja is going to get an AK. For a second there, I thought he was just going to throw away his AWP.
So it really wasn't for nothing that I was trying to emphasize Simple with the AWP on this map, and that I think we just saw a fairly decent illustration. In spite of the fact that he started the round getting shot down to 6 health, he still comes up with that. Yeah. You just gotta hope that it wasn't too late for HellRaisers here. I mean, 5-1 is not that bad. They can easily fight their way back from this, but they really need to keep winning. And again, Simple with the boost. He misses that shot. Caught someone jumping.
Is he going to find the shot on the man holding Tensky? Lower dark. Doesn't decide to take that fight. Maybe we heard an AWP shot there, so I'm wondering if Tensky manages to shoulder peek it. Regardless, exchange of shots at the beginning here, but no frags. So Copenhagen Wolves are still going to be able to spread out. We see them going for a very standard way of approaching this round here. 3 guys in mid, just controlling this position, making sure that they can't push into upper dark or out from long. And HellRaisers, them on their side, not really playing too aggro, actually just holding pretty far back on the sites.
Yeah, this time around they definitely are. What are they going to do with it, though? Still very standard setup here coming out from Copenhagen Wolves. The bomb making its way back to T-spawn, in fact, and it feels like they're going to decide to go B. If they do, might not be such a bad idea, in fact.
It's going to be pretty slick. Oh, it's going to be the B rush. Look at that. Kucher caught red-handed. Trying to push an upper dark. I think not. Angel, however, holding cross to catches Tensky out, but he could get flanked, and there it is. Glaive comes through the smoke and B slope, and he hits that timing perfectly. Angel turned away, and there you go. Copenhagen Wolves, 4 guys alive, and they get control of that site.
And Simple can't get the crossover kill. If he had, there would have been a slight chance they could have retaken the bomb site in a 3-on-3. But when he doesn't, it kind of almost rules it out entirely that that's even ever going to become a factor. So this is a 6th round for Copenhagen Wolves. Right now, HellRaisers, more than anything else, have to hold on to all these rifles. If they lose a single run, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, this is already fairly brutal for them. Pretty painful just because it's like they win that round. Excellent off the back of Simple. Quad kill from him, and then they just get shut down in the round to come. And this resets their bonus money as well. So this is going to be really tough here for HellRaisers. They should have just enough to be able to drop a couple of FAMASs, for example. Doja, he has enough to be able to drop a FAMAS at least because he's rocking the M4A4, so he's not going to have enough. There it is. FAMAS goes down, and they have just enough to make a buy out of this HellRaisers, but this is still scary for them because if they lose this round, that's it. It's curtains. Copenhagen Wolves could run away with the half.
Yeah, well, Cadian missing that first shot. He did see it coming, though. The smoke kind of alerted him to maybe the fact that something is going on. Kirby going to rush through the smoke over on long, and they are ready to receive him, so it's actually like they get wafted away with bullets.
That's a painful way to get wafted as well.
Yeah, don't want that.
Oh, for a second I was wondering if Markov was actually going to try for a shot. It looked like for just there in the movement he might go for a shot through. Alright, but still, slow play here from both teams, in fact.
Yeah, and again, the very, very common setup here for the terror side. They just want to make sure they don't get flanked from long or from over dark, and then they have the mid control. They haven't really spotted anyone in the middle, though, so pretty limited information for them to work off of in that context. They know there's nobody on short, which actually is one of the that's one of the indications that maybe going for a B-split push does make sense. When you catch nobody on short, you have like less of a chance you're going to get backstabbed quick if you go for the B-split. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But I mean, at this rate, they also have the AWP, and they can try and work off a pick somewhere with it. Wouldn't be such a bad idea either.
Yeah, HellRaisers really focusing on this A side, however. They've got 4 guys. There's Doja, alive on the CT slope, already picking Pimp off, but Kirby finds that entry on Markelov. And now, oh, great shot from Tensky, takes out Simple on the A slope as well. Hard shot to hit that. Sick fadeaway nade. Cadian takes 1 point of damage from that.
It was just a little bit too high, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. I love the fact that Glaive is actually hiding in that smoke. He's going to be really hard to catch, and Kucher's going to go down, headshotted mid-air. And this bomb is going to be hard to stop now, especially with Kirby coming up for backstabbing Angel. He's going to do the justice. Glaive dies, and Doja with the 1 kill turns around. Kirby, he's very low on health. The bomb is not planted for him, so he's actually going to have to get in here rather quick. Doja should have definitely kept the fuse. He's going to get it anyway, and there's going to be enough time. Kirby ran right into it, so well played from Doja. That was a 1-on-3 retake.
That was so scary for Doja as well. I mean, if he doesn't have, like, if he knows he goes for it, he's willing to risk the fake there because he knows he has enough time to get back on that bomb after the peak. But still, that's so close. Yeah, Doja just in the right place at the right time.
Oh, yeah, so 2 people at the end. Sorry, I thought maybe he'd kill a 3rd one, but that was the first one he got. So, yeah, 6-2, and HellRaisers finally getting some traction here in the first half.
Yeah, just Copenhagen Wolves that time around. Surprised that Cadian didn't have more luck with the AWP when Doja came in through CT slope. That might have been a big error there, but still Copenhagen Wolves, more than enough money to go for the full buy. Cadian, no AWP for him, so perhaps that's it. Perhaps he's just thinking, okay, I'm feeling a little shaky here. I'll just go back to the rifle, get comfortable again before bumping up the sniper rifle, and Simple. Just a hair too late with that shot.
He runs away, he makes a lot of noise doing so, and actually that's going to force them out here. Doja trying to flashbang his way in, and that works perfectly. But can he capitalize on it? He's still pretty far away. Now they're all coming around the corner. Doja's going to go down. Oh, you kind of wish he'd taken the fight just a little bit earlier when they were basically all flashed in the middle. Kucher is going to be able to find Tensky, and he had some help from Angel coming up from lower dark as well. Now, if Copenhagen Wolves go back with the bomb, are they going to end up revealing the fact that they're rotating out? It feels like they will.
They just go running past, in fact. And oh, this is when you wish that Cadian actually had that AWP. HellRaisers, though, because they get that information, they're able to rotate into Upper Dark fairly quickly, and then it's just ring around the rosy. Copenhagen Wolves going back to A now.
Yeah, they decide we were spotted going in, so we're just going to rotate a couple of people past, and then we're going to counter-rotate back again. Pretty interesting stuff here, and definitely a mind game coming out from both teams. Simple up on the box, flashes rain in. They still have a couple of smokes on the CTs on the terrace side as well, so this could work out really well for them. Simple, nice close-range shot, but it's not going to be enough. Pimp will take him down, and then Kucha's there to help, and if only they had a grenade, they could finish Glaive instantly.
Oh, and that's Markov there. Flashed in, and then perfect hold. He manages to get back in and get those frags. And even, well, they still had a kid on Markov, so it wasn't the end of the world. More than enough time for HellRaisers to come in here for the defuse. But HellRaisers really putting up a fight this time.
That's a third round in a row for HellRaisers, but it's 3 rounds, I believe, where Copenhagen Wolves have actually got the bomb down. So even though they probably should be ecoing, they have the round loss bonus and the fact that they have another, 2,400 or something like that they shouldn't have had. So this is really working out great for them.
Oh. What? Wait a second. How does that nade bounce off a Kucher?
I don't know. There were 2 really good grenades that was being thrown there.
Am I unaware of a change? Okay, whatever. We can come back to that later. That's a bit weird. I thought the nades were supposed to be going through the targets.
No, I don't think so.
Still, not the end of the world. Well, it is the end of the world for HellRaisers. Cadian manages to find that entry with a bit of a late peek from T-Spawn into mid, so that's going to be a big kill. Simple is off the map now, so no Opera for HellRaisers. And I'm curious to see, HellRaisers, one thing they haven't really been doing, and it looks like maybe they're gearing up to do just that now, is a double push in Upper Dark. We haven't seen this yet in this half, and now here we go. HellRaisers coming out with a bit of that aggression.
Oh, they almost, well, definitely should have been going down. It looked like Angel was looking the wrong way, so maybe a little bit slow from Tensky. That's still pretty good. That gives them back the kill, although Angel did drop fairly low. Markov has picked up the AWP from Simple, which is not at all a bad idea.
This is now going to be Markov popping. Oh, and Kucher decides to take the peek. Nobody flashed there for Copenhagen Wolves. That was worst case, but now Angel, he's alive in T-Spawn. He's actually going to catch Pimp's off guard. So Pimp has the info now for his teammates. At least Copenhagen Wolves know that there's going to be a guy in here quick to Upper Dark. Flash in, but then the nade from Kierby takes him out. And it's down to the 2 members working up B slope here for HellRaisers.
Big missed timing from Angel. I'm not sure why he wanted to push in before his teammates got there. That definitely seemed like now they're in a really tough spot here. Not sure how they can easily make it in. They also don't have any grenades. So actually, I wish they kind of wouldn't go for it because this is going to be pretty tough. Kierby with a good headshot there, and Doja's going to go down next. That's a quad kill from Kierby, sorry. And Copenhagen Wolves winning the round and actually instantly forcing an eco here for HellRaisers. They just don't have the money to buy.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't. I was about to say, like, this is HellRaisers, man. They could still go for it here.
I think... Like I said, I don't think they should have gone for it in that 2-on-3 because they had no grenades. They had nothing to initiate the entrance into the bomb site. They got the opening kill anyway, which is kind of impressive, as is this headshot from Doja. But what I really don't understand is why Angel decided to walk in before the rest were there.
Yeah, exactly. Put that pressure in the upper tunnel like that. It's a bit early, but Markov now, following Doja's example, picks up a frag. P2, I mean, that's the P2K as well, not the P250. So he did some good damage. There's some good pistol work coming out. CT gets smoked off, and now they're just going to go for a pretty standard B-split push here. Copenhagen Wolves, good control there by Pimps, finds Kucher, and he manages to get the second frag on Angel as well. He just barely misses out on the timing, though. Doja has snuck past onto the B slope. He's up close, and they may not expect this so quickly, Copenhagen Wolves.
I mean, not as a smoke on Markov. I mean, who knows what can happen, but they need, whatever happens, they need to make it quick because they don't have a kit, and Markov goes down with the rifle and the smoke, so that makes it kind of almost impossible here. So such a good start to the round for HellRaisers, and it's still not quite enough.
Yeah, they still struggle. 2 kills, exactly. 2 kills. Then I do like the decision-making from Copenhagen Wolves after that. It's just like, okay, we're close to mid. We'll go in together as a pair, basically up B slope. Leave them 1 man alive in the Upper Dark. But oh, and they do manage to find Cadian's AWP as well. Doja, really clever. That's a huge find for him. They're going to be able to hand that over to Simple. And now, when it might have been a bit of a stretch for them to pick up the AWP, they're able to get it no problem. So this is really nice. A big save. But yeah, Copenhagen Wolves just making good calls, good solid calls. And their T side on Dust 2 is looking just fantastic right now. We're going to be looking for big things here for Simple. Again, he's going to go for the quick short play. No smoke to block this off. Now he has to find somebody peeking here fairly quickly, but Copenhagen Wolves, they've changed it up themselves. They've gone for the A peek for Cadian.
Molotov in the corner. Angel trying to push aggressively. He's going to take down one, gets a second one as well, but they lose Kucher in the meantime, which means they're still in a bit of an awkward position here. About equal health, actually exactly equal, 64 on Cadian and Angel, but over on Long, Markelov is going to lose the fight, so now Simple has to prove his worth. This is going to be almost a shooting gallery. Up on short, if he can catch them jumping over, and we should really try and see his point of view, because I think he's going to be the key guy here.
Is he going to find the shot? Because he hears that plant going down, and as soon as he peeks Kirby, oh, that was sick. Insta-kill there, and Angel getting naded down. He just barely makes it into CT in time.
A really underwhelming performance from Simple here on this map so far. He's had that one round where he got a quad kill and saved it, and that was great. But we're used to seeing a lot more from him, basically.
Yeah, we do have high expectations when it comes to Simple.
Yeah.
Just because he came into the scene with such a huge, I mean, he raised a lot of he made a lot of noise, basically, I guess is the, I mean, he just had some sick performance. As soon as he joined up with HellRaisers, everybody's just like, wait, what's going on here? This guy, he's just lighting people up everywhere.
Yeah, I still consider him to be an absolutely amazing player, but this is definitely a bit of an off day for him. 8 kills on him, just not enough. Markelov on 4 as well. Doja seems to be the guy carrying the weight over here, but
all 3 maps as well for Doja.
What's really weird is that if this had been Dust 2 Global Offensive on like a year ago, I wouldn't have been so worried about this 9-3 scoreline. I would have just said, well, HellRaisers can still get up to like 5 or 6 rounds if they're feeling really good, like 5 rounds, and it would have been all right. But the way that Dust 2 has been working out the past 3 months or so, or maybe more than that even, has been that the CT side actually can get and should get a lot more rounds.
Yeah, it can get kind of out of control. It's a lot to do with momentum. It's a lot to do with how you play the CT side as well. But HellRaisers, not a whole lot of aggression out of them. And I'm wondering if that's what's actually costing them. Apart from just Simple having the freedom to go around with the AWP, you're not really seeing too much push coming out from HellRaisers. I wonder if they're not respecting Copenhagen Wolves a bit too much.
It could have been. It could have been. Doja will take down Pip at least. And Markelov going for a second one. Simple's going to give a kill. Cadian will save Glaive at least for a second. And Doja comes in. That's now a triple with just pistols. He lands a shot on Tensky as well. This can work out after all. It'd be a pretty big deal if they can come back and make this 9-6. I still think, actually at 9-6, they are going to be in an alright position. They might be able to make that work.
Ooh, that's a sick flash there from Tensky. Nice angles. He's going to go for a bit of the peek as well. That one does not work. And unfortunately for him, Doja was lurking around the corner, so he walks right in there, gifts him an AK. Quad kill for Doja as well.
With a pistol.
Yeah, with a pistol. Just hitting headshots left and right. That headshot on Tensky as well. It's just like, okay, Doja's going to have to miss eventually, right? Nope. Instant headshot. What's up?
Simple with the AWP again. He did buy it himself this time, so quite a lot of money used. Cadian is going to try and take the fight again, and actually Simple won't even fight the middle. He's going to be boosted up on short again, which hasn't had that big of an effect so far. And this time he's not actually going to get a target unless he's looking down lower dark. And, yeah, well, I think he got spotted though.
This time, once again, it's going to be Copenhagen Wolves putting a lot of pressure over here on Long. And again, they find the entry frag. Kirby steps in there, takes a lot of damage, but still gets that frag on Doja. And that's a great kill to get against Copenhagen, or against HellRaisers as well right now, because Doja's been doing so much work for the team. Angel does manage to find Tensky, who is lurking mid, so really it is Copenhagen Wolves now fully committed to this A site. Smokes, Molotov, everything going down here. Markelov trying to buy as much time as possible with Simple's AWP.
He really wants to, but he's in a bit of a tough spot now. He's getting him back up. Angel coming in close. He's going to go down. Markelov will get the return kill quick. So it's still not quite over yet, but he wants to reposition himself, and I don't really blame him considering he just revealed his position. It's pretty devastating to stay in that same spot. Can he pick up more kills, though? They still don't have this bomb plant on the terrorist side, and Kucher's actually running back to check B. He's really wondering what's going on. Is this a fake?
Oh, no, he just spotted the bomb. Markelov just spotted that bomb. So Glaive, that one peek means that Kucher is going to start rotating back over. He's down in CT now.
Oh.
Only thing is that Copenhagen Wolves don't have any nades. So Glaive has to make the jump to get up here.
That's going to be it. They just couldn't make it work. Copenhagen Wolves, I mean, if they had struck when Kucher was in the B-bomb side, it would have been even more terrifying. But at the end, they just got the kills anyway. And now we do see HellRaisers buying whatever they can here in the 15th round, but this is not really a surprise. Not much of a reason to eco, unless you just want to take it easy on the police department, you know. Save some funds for another fight.
Simple? Okay. I was wondering for a second if Simple was going to be that brave and run through the smoke and mid, but that's too much of a risk, especially when you have only one of 3 big guns on your team. Doja, however. Doja! Oh, he walks right into Kirby, and Cadian catches Simple mid. again, Cadian, that is like Inferno, Dust 2. He's just dominating Simple when it comes to the op duel.
Yeah, definitely not what the HellRaisers need here. Markolov, lone survivor, 1 on 5, and he's going to take the first kill on Pip. He's down to half health, and a pretty long and hard battle ahead of him. Actually, doubt it's going to be that long. I think he's going to be found any second, but that's pretty much it. Sandwiched in, Kirby picks up the last kill of the first half and make it 11-4 for Copenhagen Wolves. That's pretty stunning.
That's fantastic. I mean, out of all the scores, Dust 2 in particular, right, you really expect it to be a bit more HellRaisers sided. I mean, they're no joke on Dust 2 either, but again, Cadian coming out ahead every single time nearly versus Simple. Simple only having the one big round to his name. Doja doing as much as he can with 14 frags, but the rest of his team kind of lagging behind, whereas on the other side, Copenhagen Wolves, the entry frags from Kierby round after round doing big work. Tensky as well. I mean, just feels like more members are performing on Copenhagen Wolves' side. And you can have all the strats in the world, but if your team isn't landing the shots, you're going to get hurt.
So a Noah tower going on in the middle on the CT side. Kirby getting actually picked off here by Angel, getting caught, trying to fall back from long. A little bit frustrating to see him actually try and take that fight.
Is that a bit of a... That was not swag. Angel. He's got the USP. Good smoke there. Perfect smoke, in fact, to block off the cross. But HellRaisers, in the meantime, going for some clever play of their own. Angel's just causing as much trouble over here on the A side as possible. He picks up another frag. Glaive is right here on top of him. But the bomb has been rotated over to that B site. This is all about the B site now for HellRaisers, and they're able to walk right out onto it scot-free.
Simply beautiful what's going on here for HellRaisers. I'm absolutely adoring it. This is really nicely done. So they're going to get the bomb down. Kucha's up in the corner waiting. Tensky's on 1 health. They do have the kit on Glaive, so that's pretty good, but not good enough. Nice pre-fire from Simple. You heard Pimp just stomping in there, and he's going to pick up the second one on Glaive while jumping with the Glock. And Tensky goes down right through the smoke. He doesn't even get a chance to get there into that bomb site. And HellRaisers will pick up the pistol. And that was... That was really selling the fake. Really a lot.
Yeah, that was also a stellar hold when it came down to it in the end. Taking the fight to their enemy as well. As soon as Copenhagen Wolves showed themselves Simple, man, he just lit them up. That was really nicely done there by HellRaisers. Angel in particular. I mean, Angel, I believe he had both frags over on that A site. He did a magnificent job getting another frag, especially after his teammates had rotated off. The whole point of him is basically cause as much trouble as you can on that A site to really make it look like an A plant. And that worked marvelously there. So HellRaisers, that's the start that they needed here in this second half. And they're definitely not out of it considering they're playing on the T side. We just need to see more play like this from them, landing the shots when they need to.
They're going to get up and get the bomb down at the very least.
Are they going for a cat plant? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think this...
What?
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty close to simply being executed.
I mean, I understand Doja, wanting to check Gandalf, but that was just really poor timing for Simple to go jumping in front of him.
Yeah, well, that would not have been fun. They really need everything they can get to work here.
Is this really a cat plant right now with everybody from HellRaisers backing off to long? This can't be a cat plant.
No. It's
okay. It's a regular long
yeah.
plant. Okay.
They got it under control. They're all gonna get out of there alive. 1 AK stolen from Cadian though, which is sort of good. I mean, it's a good chance, a pretty decent chance here, I would say, that HellRaisers can make it back to 7-11 as a scoreline. Even then, I think it's going to be pretty tough.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, it's going to be tough just because of what we've seen from Copenhagen Wolves, and I'm curious to see they actually go for a buy-up after this. I mean, Cadian, he held on to an AK. He's got that AK. Curious about his money, actually, right now.
Yeah, I think he did pick up body armor, maybe.
He probably made that investment, which means that it's going to be tougher for him to pick up that AWP. Like, that's what I'm looking for now at this point, is like, same as for HellRaisers on their CT side, when is Simple going to get the AWP? I'm curious when Cadian gets it and how much of an effect that has, because I think that's going to be the big thing, whether Simple can shut down Cadian or not. They just need to be able to find that entry frag with Simple, basically. HellRaisers are not out of this. They can. It's going to be really tough, but they can walk their way back into this half.
It's kind of sad to see the Danish team falling back over on long, because actually HellRaisers is one place they're not covering on the map. But a great into the bomb site here. The AK does absolutely nothing for Cadian. So, yeah, they get in scot-clean and scot-free, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and it's dropped in, like, the worst place as well. Like, Copenhagen Wolves aren't going to be able to recover it. Markolov taking his time with the Galil, bit of the AD jumping around. He's not going to find that second shot. Taking a bit too much damage, going to trade places. Kucher decides to step in with that P250, going for the clicks. Gets headshot, down to 3 HP, but Kucher still gets the frag.
Tensky with a deagle, the last man left, and is going to get the shot in on Markelov and then goes down to Dosha. So that's a team ace from HellRaisers, every single member picking up a kill, and they make it to 7-11. Cadian, not a lot of money. He could go for Glass Cannon Orb if he wanted to, which wouldn't even surprise me, and I even think that would probably be a good idea. But Simple does have one on his side too, and we'll see how it unfolds here.
And Simple going for the Whirlwind. He's got the CZ, he's got the AWP. Okay, okay. All right, we're off of the freeze time now as well. Cadian, what does he go for? He's just going to go for M4, okay. So rifles across the board here for Copenhagen Wolves. HellRaisers are going to have that AWP, but Cadian deciding to back off and use the M4A1 for now. Perhaps just prioritizing grenades over anything else. Just saying, okay, we want to have the gear. We could go Glass Cannon, but we'd rather just have the gear right now to shut down HellRaisers.
Yeah, nothing tricky so far. Probably feeling confident about the first half performance. Can't really blame them for that either.
Yeah, stellar first half on the T side as well, so. Now HellRaisers, bit of a peek there. Pimp missing an opportunity to punish Angel, but Angel not really giving him too much to work with either, not overextending. So good measured play there from both players. Pimp not getting greedy and trying to hunt Angel down. This is solid patient play actually from both teams. No aggression from the CT side apart from that little duel at mid. And HellRaisers again going for very standard T side play as well, holding it long, holding it upper dark. Now they start to collapse. Seeing as how there hasn't been any early aggression from Copenhagen Wolves, they're starting to collapse and go towards the game plan. And it seems like a lot of this is going to be off of Simple. He's going to be taking point with that AWP again.
He's certainly waiting for it. And Glaive actually, you know, just Simple was in the same position that Glaive is in, but without the flashbang, and I was criticizing that. So I'm kind of hoping that this time it'll work out better with Glaive, because it'll make me seem really smart. So we'll see if it will or not. He's certainly ready for it, and you can see him actually. Oh, yeah, we should be watching Glaive, because this is the extended flashbang I was talking about. Flashes himself in, and they are only 2 of them flashed. The rest weren't, so they were ready for it. They saw it coming, nicely handled by HellRaisers, and they're also going to get the kill on Kjærby. And the rest of Copenhagen Wolves can't even dream of retaking this bomb site. So going to be an 8th round here for the terrorist side.
Is it just me, or am I having flashbacks to the first half, where Copenhagen Wolves were the ones on the T side getting that perfect entry, and HellRaisers were the ones, you know, 3 guys alive, but just backing off to hold on to the guns. So HellRaisers now showing that they've got their T side fairly well ironed out. Glaive with that pop flash, it's like I almost want to call it an existence flash whenever somebody bounces it off, you know, because of that B side hold on Inferno. You know, he was always doing that. You know, it's a bit of a stretch, but still. Glaive going for that clever flash and not really getting too much from it. He really committed to it as well. It wasn't like he just shoulder peeked and was like, okay, I'm going to see if anybody's coming. He was like, I'm going to go out, and then it was like, oh crap, there's 4 guys there. I'm doomed. Yeah,
the chances that you're going to flash 4 people with, you know, pro players, you know, I'm sure at like the silver level, that probably works really well. But yeah, pro players, they tend to turn around. So maybe, I mean, if they'd only been 2, I think he flashed like 1 permanently. I think another one was like halfway flashed, but the other 2 just weren't. So that worked out kind of well for HellRaisers. Grenade lands on Simple, and they just have enough here for Copenhagen Wolves. They saved 3 rifles that last round, which makes a really big difference. Kjærby trying to get flashed in, and got to be a little bit careful. He gets away.
It's really close. Not going to see too much happen from that nade either mid. But 3 guys over on the B side right now for Copenhagen Wolves. If HellRaisers decide to go for a B split push, this could end really badly for them. Bomb making its way to upper dark as well here for HellRaisers. Really makes you think this is going to be what the play is all about. Good timing with the smoke at mid doors though. But Copenhagen Wolves are going to use that smoke to rotate an extra man over to that A site. And HellRaisers, they aren't buying it. They aren't going up cat quite yet. They really are gathering up for a B play. Simple is taking point as well with the AWP, looking towards that site. He could find the entry on the man jumping, but Cadian just barely manages to dodge.
That's obviously big. That should be an indication that something is maybe up here, because they still have players over in upper dark. Angel trying to see if he can make his way in, and a Glaive actually this time without a flashbang, but did have a Molotov that he's just put up towards short. If this ends up being a B-split push, and it definitely looks like it does, I mean, it with the time left as well, there's really no way they could do anything else. Copenhagen Wolves are kind of all stuck in the back of the site, and that's not exactly ideal for dealing with the push. They need to get a lot of kills really early on, otherwise they're going to get sandwiched in. Markelov takes the first one on Cadian, and oh, great double! And Glaive is going to take 2, Tensky with 1, and that's going to put it in a 2-on-3 here, but Simple so low on health.
Oh, Simple still managing to make it onto the site for the plant. Does Glaive go for this? I thought for a second he was going to go for a spray through the smoke. That would have been devastating. but Simple still alive and able to get into a decent position. So long as this smoke stays up, it's not the best position for him to be in if that smoke clears up.
Well, they're coming through upper with 2 of them, so actually Simple's going to be in a pretty tough spot here. Glaive is waiting for them for the call, and there it is. Simple's going to go down now. Markelov in a 1-on-3, and he's going to be dropped by Glaive. That's a quad kill here from the Danish captain. Very well played indeed. That felt to me exceedingly unlikely. There's a bunch of ways to deal with this B-split push, and most effectively is kind of stopping half the push in the middle and then focusing on the people coming in from upper, or any combination. But when you're stuck inside the back of the B-bomb site like that, there's such a huge chance you're going to get sandwiched in, because at that point, you can't really stop them at the entrance. They are going to get onto the B plateau, and they're going to get in towards the doors, so you're just surrounded on so many levels. It wasn't a good position for Copenhagen Wolves at all.
No, it was a very tough one. But Glaive. Also Cadian with the peek at the beginning, and he just got instantly caught. So Tensky just really solid work staying alive the way he did with the support from Glaive. Flash into Longhouse. Kierby doesn't look left. Kierby, what are you doing?
I have just no idea. He had just made up his mind that there was not going to be anyone in that corner. The reality worked out a little bit differently, and that happens sometimes.
That is very odd. Very odd.
Well, again, the smoke that makes it look like a B-split push just like last time, but Angel pushes in and is going to go through CT spawn as his teammates push up on short. This is some pretty cool stuff. The timing is going to be perfect. Pip has gone down. This is an excellent strat coming out from HellRaisers. Very cool to see them do this stuff. Acadian is looking, or trying to look over the smoke. Obviously, they're going to be saving their guns at this point if they can. A lot of damage being dealt here. That was great, because that kind of smoke, they just had one B-split round. Next time, they pretend to do a B-split, then they go up on short, and then Pimp, who was actually ready to deal with short, definitely not ready to deal with a guy coming through CT spawn.
Yeah, you can tell that that's a very well orchestrated play there by HellRaisers. Prepared. Yeah. They have that idea. Like, they know exactly what they're going to be doing in that position. And Doja is going to get caught by Cadian, who is lurking in T-spawn. Kucher is currently hunting right now. This could get a bit awkward for Cadian, because he could get caught out on that T-slope, and he is going to get caught, in fact. This forces him back up towards Kucher. Markelov is waiting, and they're going to pick him up. But then, hey, nice surprise shot there. And Tensky saves an AWP for Cadian.
That is nice. And they have actually 2 more players on this team that can still buy. So there's a big question here. Copenhagen, they will force it up. So that is, I don't know.
Ooh, and Glaive has got the AWP. Oh, the timing! Oh, that is sick. That is so sick. Simple, though, manages to find Tensky hopping. Cadian is going to catch him, though. So man advantage maintained here for Copenhagen Wolves, but HellRaisers are so quickly out onto this B site. Cadian through the smoke. He's got him pinned down. He gets another frag. Doja finally gets rid of him, but the damage is done. It's a 2-man advantage now for Copenhagen Wolves.
My God, there were a number of 6 kills in this round. I have no idea how Simple got that kill so fast. That was just lightning fast with a flick. And now Doja has a pretty big task on his hands. Copenhagen Wolves forced this round to try and see if they can win it. If they lose it, then HellRaisers can almost equalize the score. But at this point, it's all on Doja here. He smokes it off once. He's going to flash. He really wants to buy him as much time as he can. And they don't have a kit. Actually, they should move a little bit quicker than they currently are. And Doja just goes down. Glaive charges in through the windows. And they are going to have enough time for it. They picked up a kit on Pimp just as he walks in as well. So that works out pretty well. It's going to be 13-9, and this time HellRaisers are going to be the ones, well, they do have the bank on Kucher to actually make it work, so that's cool, but this is just excellent timing.
Yeah, exactly. He knew exactly what was going to happen there. Angel knew exactly what was going to happen when that flash goes over mid-doors. He knows that there's going to be the op lurking, right? So he manages to get around that corner fast enough, but then Glaive just showing. That's a lot of mind games. That's just experience right there. But that's also, I mean, Cadian in particular, that was just sick play by Cadian coming into the window. Double nade into Longhouse, and we actually have a nade frag.
Yeah, that's pretty unlikely. Throwing 2 grenades that deal a combined 100 damage like that is pretty difficult.
That means you just got 2 money nades. Like, pretty much just both of those nades were right on there.
Again, the bounce smoke off into CT spawn. And Cadian waiting. You kind of want to see him just click. Now they're going to see if they can get their way in. Flashbang once, and he's actually not even... He sort of oscillates between either standing up or being ducked down, and he just keeps doing this, and he's going to pick up the kill on Markolov. Grenade to follow. Tensky takes care of middle in the meantime, so this push is working really badly for HellRaisers, and it's going to be Kucha going down next. Simple all alone, and he's going to get caught. Cadian playing a very well played round here as well. Double kill for him, and it's going to be 14-9, and now HellRaisers, they can't really buy.
Now HellRaisers are in a very deep, dark place. This is not good for them at all, and we can see them just they're going to be evening up the money. They have to play for overtime at this point.
And Copenhagen Wolves, they're just making it even worse by having this double up set up. So yeah, pretty bad.
This is brutal. Do they just go rushing through? Okay then, flash in. Cadian is holding. Instant shot there on Simple as he rounds the corner. There's going to be the flick from Cadian again. Cadian is playing so well right now. Kucher with great aggression out on short, does manage to rush down the one-man Pimp who was holding. He's got an M4 to play with now as well. Doja has got his back over at A long, but they're really taking their time with this. Copenhagen Wolves just have to play it safe, and Glaive is going to take the peek and take out Kucher.
Some really astonishing pre-fire going on from Cadian when they come around these corners. I'm actually really surprised that he's doing it this fast. Definitely on top of his game currently. And that's going to be 20 kills again here. Not top fragging quite. That's actually Tensky's job at 23. So doing a fine job indeed.
What is this? And HellRaisers going for a double glass cannon AWP play here, and potentially the final map of this, or match of this best of three, this round. Simple though. Well, okay then. Hello, Simple.
They don't even need two orbs. They just need Simple. Boost up here, trying to look down into lower dark, but Glaive is going to miss that kill. So obviously looking really good. In the meantime, they actually have Kucha scouting to be bomb side, and he's going to get that cross kill on Kiebu. So now it's down to Pimp and Glaive, and HellRaisers look like they're about to have an almost perfect round here.
Yeah, HellRaisers are everywhere. Doja not quite hitting that timing at long, but still. He's got them lurked down. He's got them pinned down, and Doja finds the headshot on Pimp. It's going to be down to Glaive. Last man alive here for Copenhagen Wolves. He's pinned down at the cars, and he just can't seem to find the shot on Doja. Doja finally hunts him down there.
What was Glaive trying to do?
I don't know, but that was a bit of a weird round there for Glaive, because he missed a couple of shots that really, like, you can't afford to miss in that position.
It looked like, I don't know what he's doing at the end. It looked like he just wanted Doja to go away. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Why has Doja got to be so mean, Anders?
I don't know. I mean, he's trying to force overtime. I guess that's maybe why. Markolov pretty quickly out on long. He's got Simple with him over there as well, so if somebody repeaked, probably be a pretty painful experience. Now, aggressive push coming out here, as you can tell, Cadian, the one actually leading the charge. Kucha, he sees it coming miles away. Nicely done.
Sick hold by Kucher. Just so patient. Oh, an Angel! Angel! Is he about to pull it off? No, he will not. Kierby shuts him down, but still, that entry there onto the A site. That was a brilliant shot by Angel.
I think Angel's corpse landed with the AK standing up against the wall and pointing at his head. Excellent stuff.
This is an omen.
I mean, maybe it is. Though Kierby's the one going down instead, and it's Pimp and Tensky who need to run away and save these rifles somewhere else. Although already Kucha is actually out looking for them. Wants to see if he can find himself.
Can he, though? Markolov is going to take a bit of fire from B site, and Kucher, he's looking to get up into T-spawn very quickly here. Kucher has spotted out Pimp. This is going to get tricky. Does Pimp? I don't think Pimp saw him. Did he see him? Nice flash there by Pimp. That sets it up.
Yeah, and Doja making a lot of noise here, so they know smoke goes off as well. This is pretty nicely handled from Copenhagen Wolves, considering the position they're in. There's another kill coming in from Tensky. HellRaisers. Losing rifles for him and them really doesn't make any difference, because it's not like they're going to lose a round and then have to eco or anything. If they lose a round, they're going to be gone anyway, so they can throw all the rifles away if they want to, trying to hunt for people here.
Yeah, not to really... it seemed like at the end there was a bit of a hesitation. But still... Oh, Pimp and Tensky both. I wonder if that was a double shot through the doors there.
I don't know, but they have only the two orbs in play here on the CT side. Kiebu sees that 75 in hand. He's a little bit too slow. His corpse is going to fall down as sort of a warning to Pimp, but he's going to keep going anyway. A little bit of a mess up here on HellRaisers' side as they kind of stack up and bump into each other, but Markolov is eventually going to find that kill on Glaive. Nicely handled. And they are going to get control of the A-bomb site. Some people coming in from the middle, and Angel's not even going to worry about that.
No. Cadian, now he's got all the worries. He's wondering, where did my team go? What happened to them all? Well, he's going to make sure that Doja suffers a bit. And they're simple to find them through the doors. So nice wrap up there by HellRaisers, and they really are battling back. They really are doing some magnificent work right now. 3 rounds away. Copenhagen Wolves are going to go for the buy here. They have just enough to get the rifles and the nades bought up, but this is really scary for them. If they lose this round, that's 13 rounds for HellRaisers. Then they eco on the 14th.
Yeah.
And then it's just basically 30th round. So this is it for Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, and they have this round and one more round basically to make it work, and they're going to start off great with Pimp and Kirby taking down Doja and Markolov. That was a 3-man push too long from them to do exactly what they just came out with here. So that is pretty big. Angel, they got to get a lot of return frags here for this to work out, and he gets grenaded back to 40 health and has to run away from short. So Copenhagen Wolves almost have to make like a conscious effort to try and lose this 3-on-5 situation.
This is pretty much exactly. It's kind of one of those situations where it's nigh unlosable, although Kucher could have the right read. Cadian playing it very safely, though. Not often do we see that jump peak like that, but Cadian's making it work. He spots out the man in mid, and Glaive does not give away his position by trying to jump on that either. Really patient play coming out here from Copenhagen Wolves, but it's just as you said. They know that this is their round to lose at this point.
Glaive with the FAMAS, just looking for the right timing here. And I mean, speaking of time, it's also running out for HellRaisers, about 35 seconds, and they got to get into a site. And actually, the A-bomb site's not such a bad thing. Pimp is over here with no grenades at all. So if they can kill him, they're going to almost secure a bomb pan. Glaive is coming in, though. And on the edge, Pimp with the pre-fire again here. It's going to be Kucher going down as the last man, and that's 16-12.